Hey, what's up guys, it's Fire Zombie, and welcome back to episode 4 of this quarantine Minecraft. Today, we're gonna explore a little, get some wood, and probably start expanding our animals here, expand our farm, and maybe even also build a storage building, because this is getting a little too much items for these 3 chests to handle right now. So I'm gonna fall asleep, and we'll get on our way exploring. Alright, our house is basically in the center of this map, so what I'm gonna do is just go in a direction and see where it takes us. Hey guys, so this episode is going to be a little different from the other ones, as originally it was supposed to be live commentary, but I ran out of space on my hard drive, and when I hit record again, the live commentary wasn't recording. So after I'm done exploring here, the second half of this episode is going to be voiceover, so I'm sorry about that little change up. The other 3 episodes so far have been doing pretty good, but for me to make better content for you guys, I'm gonna need some suggestions for how you guys are gonna want this series to play out. Or if it's good how it is, let me know that, so I could keep doing what I've been doing. This episode, unlike the other 3, is actually 45 minutes of gameplay, just because I didn't think that 30 minutes was enough to satisfy a long enough video for you guys. Me exploring here actually was live commentary, but I didn't think it was interesting enough to not do this time-lapse, so I did this time-lapse instead. Basically, I found a couple of villages that I didn't want to explore because we already found the other 2 villages. I already had a lot of bones, so I decided to bone meal my crops and replant them so we could start breeding our animals. Soon enough, we'll have enough cows and chickens to supply food for the rest of the series. Next, I got some wood because we're actually running out, and we're gonna build some stuff later on in this episode. While I'm mining here, I'd like to ask you guys what you guys want to see from the series. We've been getting a decent amount of views for the little amount of subscribers I have, but I've only had 1 comment so far, and the only other feedback from that has been from my family and friends. So I'm gonna put more polls in this episode, so let me guys know if you guys want longer or shorter videos, as I've asked in previous episodes, and also let me know if you guys want more live commentary or more voiceovers, because I could do either one of those. This mining session was actually really bad, just because my shovel broke at the beginning, and I didn't want to go make another one, and so instead I had to get rid of all the gravel with my hand, and there's a lot of gravel, and there's a lot of water. I ended up just quitting after a little bit because it was taking so long to make any progress. If you guys want, I could do mining off camera, just because sometimes that gets a little boring. But for now, I don't want to do any off camera work at all, and I'm going to show you everything I've been doing in this world. Here I'm cleaning up a space besides my house for the storage room I said we're going to be building today. As I did with my house, first I measured the dimensions of the building, but for this storage room, I decided to just use as much space as I could. Next, it's time to put in the walls. The spruce wood I used for the corners I got while I was exploring, and I just really like the combination of spruce wood and cobblestone, so those were the 2 different types of blocks I used. The reason I'm building the storage room so early is just because if I don't, I'll get caught up with other projects later, and I won't be able to make time to build one, and I'll be very disorganized, so I just would like to build it early on here. Next, I started the roof, and I really like this simple thing that I always do with these staircases along the outskirts of the walls, so that's what I'm doing here. Next, I used slabs to make the roof again, and honestly, I should have used cobblestone slabs to make my roof for my house, but I'm too lazy to fix it, so it'll stay as birch. One of my friends requested that I use lamps for lighting, so there you go. I needed more birch wood, so I went back to where I saw some earlier and got it for the floor. The interior of the storage room is going to be chests with these slabs on top of them, but it turns out that you can't put slabs on top of them and open the chest like I thought, so the slabs are just going to be underneath the chests. I really like the way that I built the storage room, just because I'm easily able to expand it upwards if I run out of room later on. It's not until now that I notice I can't open the chest, so I just move all the slabs up one so that you're able to open them. In order to maximize the space in this room, I put more chests on either side to use all the space in this room. This room has 14 double chests and 2 single chests for 804 total item slots. To organize my items, I use these signs to create different categories for items. Alright guys, so I've finished labeling all of these chests, and I finished sorting and moving all of my items into these chests. I have farming, stone, dirt, and other mining materials, all these wooden items, ores, minerals, food, tools and weapons, armor, and mob drops. And that's all I'm gonna do for this episode. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in episode 5.